Look, I'm in a little square. Huh. Damn, we're little squares. Look at this. Hey, Shadowhawk. Hey, Peter. Look at all this blank space.
Whoa.
I can fix it.
In a sea of green.
Oh, you're roboting big time. Speak some more. Talk to me.
Wait. Still?
Yeah, it's yeah.
All right. Somebody in the chat say something. It might just be your earbuds or something, right? Looks like you got new ones. Tree, how do I sound? Hey, Peter. Is it all fucked up? All right.
Yeah.
Let me pop out and come back in.
Okay. Still got to be able to understand you, which I was getting bits and pieces of that, saying, hey, Peter, a.k.a. Pat in the house, Tree Goblin in the house. Hello, hello. Shadow sounds broken up. Yeah. Not that kind of broken. Anyway. Yogi Berra caught 117 double headers. Of course, after he manned a machine gun at Omaha Beach on D-Day, it takes a little more than that for you to beg off of work. True. Seeing if it's saved. Did it save? Yeah, stuff from yesterday. I don't know why there's a delay in X. With Omer Glitch in the house. Hey, Omer. We were just in a meeting. That's why I was late. We were in a meeting together and just let time slip away. I'm covered in mosquito bites. Help me, Rex. Yeah. Need to plant some lavender and some marigolds around those bonsai trees, I guess. Yeah, there's natural repellents and stuff that you can use. It's not like you have to slather yourself in pesticide like I do, which I do not. I'm just kidding. Apex Comics in the house. Hey, Apex. In a meeting with Omer, we were talking about some things and about, creating a new file where I can start, piecing the book together, the stories and everything in order, and see visually how much I have to do, have to get done. And I have a lot of it up here, Never seen a mosquito in England. You haven't? Good. That's real good. I guess I'll back up, man. All the stuff I retweeted. All the stuff that I retweeted is won't show up till tomorrow. There seems to be a delay. Well, I wanted to talk about some of these things today. So that sucks. So I just have to kind of scroll down and see, you know. See exactly what I don't get that. Some of this stuff I covered today on my early show. Did a couple hours. And had pretty good results with it, I think. 50 people watched it, you know. Not bad for early morning. A lot of birthdays. Bruce Stern. That was 14 hours ago, though. That was yesterday. Let's see if Peter Oxley has. Dennis Weaver's birthday. That's yesterday's stuff. No one had. A lot of people had a. I just had to get down to the right moment here on X. This is all stuff I covered earlier today. Hello, Shadow.
Hello, check, test 1 2 1 2. How's that sound?
Yes, we looked at that, Carrie, the monetization. I just have not set it up, and we kind of discussed well what you had talked about, Shadowhawk, of that Malin kind of left it alone. I thought, well, he's got to set up something, and maybe he was getting ad revenue, but he wasn't getting super chats.
You know, it all just went and sat in an account until he went and opened it up. So he got like one nice big fat check when he finally did start doing his thing. But you don't lose it. It's just, it just sits there until you activate your, way of accessing it. I get. How do I sound? Is it good or not?
It was good. We did have a squall there that was loud, but we got past that. I'm looking up Bruce Stern here. Bruce Stern was.
You can be flying solo here in a fucking minute, man. I'm in too much pain to be.
Look, you asked. I just told you, and it was just like it was just for a second. It sounds good now, but it was for a second when you first came on, and it was like, at least I heard it. I don't know if everybody else heard that. Bruce Stern is 89, not 90 yet. Apex. I know you're wanting to know that because you've asked the question twice.
Yeah, I love Bruce Stern.
I'd be dead by now if I were in England. I seem to be their favorite food, Tree Goblin says, about mosquitoes. He's never seen a mosquito in England, so you're fortunate indeed. I've not seen very many mosquitoes this year yet, but I know they're going to be out in force, at least by 4th of July. They will be out.
They'll be coming.
They'll be coming, yes, absolutely. I had an earlier show today, about 2 hours long, Shadowhawk, while you were at work.
Yeah, I saw the notification for it, but I didn't have time to listen today.
Got it. Keith David. Keith David's birthday today. Actor Keith David. Here's his picture right there. He's 69 today.
And Hail Tree Carrie. Apex. Anybody else in here? Is Elder here yet?
Apex, Carrie, Peter.
What's up, Peter? And Tree Goblin.
I think we got everybody there that's chimed in so far. Cool.
Good to see everybody today, as always.
A lot of birthdays today. Keith David, since 1979, he starred or voiced in 140 movies, plus 130 plus TV shows, 25 video games. Wow.
Wasn't he the dude? He did the Batman voice, right? For the animated series?
Gargoyles. He was the main Gargoyle guy.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, he did. What's his name? Shit, I forget. It's been a long time since I watched Gargoyles.
They're going to commercialized the hell out of Fantastic Four. Apparently, these are the drinks that you can get at the concession stand, the totem cups. And
Oh, cool.
then also they have like a Galactus bucket and a Herbie
Yeah, I
bucket
heard
for
there was supposed to be
popcorn.
some kind of cool popcorn bucket. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what that thing's going to lay you back.
Oh, dude,
The
it's gonna be
popcorn
20.
alone's $15
Yeah, it's
or more.
gonna be like 20, $30 just for your
God,
popcorn.
yeah.
They were
And
doing
is it
that
a
with Star Wars. They did a BB-8, the little robot.
yeah?
They did one of those, and then there was another one that came out not long ago that did like it's a really cool bucket though, man. It looked really neat. I was like, I'd have to buy that if I went to get that movie or went to see that movie.
I will hit you
Oh fuck!
so hard that words describing the impact will appear out of thin air.
Smash! Pow! Bang!
Mike Walters in the house. Hello, hello. They
He'll
live.
hit
Yeah,
you
he was
so
in They
hard
Live
he
in the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know the thing. You know the thing. Yeah.
Uh,
Gladiator 2 had a popcorn bucket.
Batman can hit you so hard he generates his own onomatopoeia. That's fucking awesome. Hail, Mike.
Okay, whatever that means. I thought
You
that
don't know
was
what onomatopoeia is?
that's when you miss and hit your leg, right?
No.
Oh, maybe not.
That's when you actually draw in the sound effects into the page.
Okay,
When the
let's go
artist
with that.
actually.
A little Frog G artwork for you there. You got a rent?
That's cool.
Yeah, he looks like a handy plumber, doesn't he?
Yeah. Come
Monkey
and stole my sink, Froggy.
no doubt. Well, Ink Spots is a plumber, I think, right? In real life?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I think he is. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
They're dropping things for Superman, and it really doesn't look good to me. The posters,
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know.
afraid it's going to be another disappointing Superman movie. Is pretty much what it's
Yeah.
looking like at the moment. Yeah. Although you know what, I liked the one everybody else hated. Apparently, what was it Return of Superman?
Mm-hmm.
The guy right before Henry Cavill took over. I thought that was a pretty good
Oh
movie,
man,
actually.
the one that was in Man of Steel, or was that Cavill?
No, I think he was the one before Cavill. The one in Man of Steel. Yeah. I thought that was a cool movie. They even bounced a bullet off of his eyeball in that movie, dude. It was a fucking really cool special
It's been a
effect.
while since I've seen that, yeah, but I kind of remember that. The supernatural horror flick of Poltergeist debuted in theaters today in 1982. The film
Yep.
was the 8th highest grossing film of 1982 and spawned a pair of sequels and a remake of the original.
And I probably watched it 12 or 13 times for free.
You did.
Yeah. I told you he's at the back of my neighborhood. Well, the front of my neighborhood, really, but for me, we always kind of considered it the back. But you cross one street,
Oops.
go into the woods,
Mhm.
and you come out of the woods right into the drive-in theater. And they had outside seating and stuff, so if you drove in but you wanted to sit outside in front of the concession stand, you could just go sit at picnic tables and stuff like that. So we'd just walk up, sit down, watch movies all night. All right, what kind of filth is this? A family show, Rex. Jeez,
I once saw that. Anyway,
you're doing it squirrely style.
I went squirrely. Yeah, I ruined the show. Anyway, there goes that monetization.
Brandon Routh. Yeah, I think that was the dude from Man of Steel, right? I thought he was pretty good, man. I don't know. Everybody hated that movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
mean, what I remember of it, I didn't hate it when I saw it. I don't know if I was super excited when I walked out, like, wow, that was the coolest one ever. But it wasn't like fucking terrible. Not that I
Here
can
is
remember.
here is a rare Fantastic Four, side by side. We talked about this before. There's actually a misprint in the green version there, which is
Mm,
those are they're kind of expensive. When you go over to
yeah, I
eBay,
imagine. Yeah,
they're not cheap to find. The green version that was a misprint.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hmm. So that might be a variant that you want to look for.
Yeah,
It's
huge.
if you ever see one out in the wild for $30, definitely $100, 200
Well,
bucks, pick it
I've
up.
got a pretty good little stack of misprinted comics. That I
Hmm.
just happened to notice, by reading the publishing boxes and checking the numbers on the cover, compare it to what's in the descriptions. But it's all like old Harvey and Gold Key, like Donald Duck, Bugs Bunny stuff. Um, the one I got is completely crazy because they put the wrong cover on the month before's book. So the
Elsie showed
publisher,
one of those the other day after you left. Did you hear that? He said, "Yeah, the guts are like a Star Wars book, but the cover was something else."
yeah, well, this was the same character,
Hmm.
but they put the cover that was supposed to go on. So say it was June, they put July's cover on it with that number.
Wow.
But when
Yeah.
but when you open it up and you look at the publisher's page, it says it's actually June and it's number
Hmm.
29 instead of 30, or what, as an example, whatever. But I don't know if those are worth anything or not.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you may have the only one. I mean,
And I
errors
think
when it comes to errors.
it's like a Beetle Bailey or something too. So it's one of the more popular.
There's a
Art-
collector for everybody, and it's like it's hard to put a value on that thing, but I think the
Mhm.
collectors that collect nothing but errors, uh, you know, and I could see where you
Yeah,
could easily get into that because it's pretty neat just to have errors.
yeah, but I mean, it's
There's
incredibly hard to research them though because a lot of them have either never been noticed or there's so very few of them that there's very little information about them.
right,
You know.
and when if like they have a reissue, that's when the errors become valuable. If they never do a reissue, they're not really that valuable. Uh, but like they did a Legion of Superhero book like that, and I as soon as I found out about it on YouTube, I went over
Uh,
and bought the only copy off of eBay. Um,
oh,
so because I wanted it, it was and what it was is it was out of order. It very hard to
oh,
read, out of order.
the pages were laid out wrong.
And
Yeah.
I've got a Thor like that that's out of order.
It
You know,
wasn't paginated properly.
no, and it should have been pulled off the line. But again, you might
Ah,
have the
shit,
only
shit
copy
happened.
that actually exists. Can you imagine some kid getting their first comic book and they go, "I can't make heads or tail of this," and they never collect again because it's so confusing.
He
Um,
played the Atom in Legion of. I don't remember ever seeing the Atom on Legion of Tomorrow Apex. I must
actor
have been after I stopped watching.
actor Tony Curtis heavenly birthday today. It would have been his 100th birthday today.
Oh,
Tony
damn.
Curtis.
When did he die?
I am Spartacus. I knew you were going to ask me that. I might be able to find out on this other picture.
Nah, weird. Sorry, it's a little
Uh,
noisy. I'm smoking.
we, have talked about DC and Marvel. This is an early one. It is a 60s book, though. One of the
Gorilla
80
cover.
pagers. Gorilla cover, exactly. Gorilla Boss here. Who knew that was a thing? But took all these schlocky, probably 50s books and reissued them. in an 80 pager. I think that says number 3. But yeah, gorilla cover was the thing that Marvel and DC, anytime they put a gorilla on a cover, the sales went up on that book. And so they did a lot of gorilla covers.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but wasn't it
Born on this
shit? It was some famous artist that came up with like the 7 things you need for like a cover that will definitely sell. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Guess who turned 50 today?
Looks like Angelina Jolie.
Yes, indeed. It's her birthday today. There's a lot of birthdays today for celebrities.
She ain't that pretty anymore, dude. She got too much work done. For only being 50.
Probably. Well, and adopted kids,
she's only
right?
50, dude. She's 8 years younger than I am. She shouldn't even had no surgery yet. She's a good looking lady.
Here's your lizard representation for today.
There
you go. Not bad.
That's a decent guy. Ooh, I like that one.
That's like tile work, it looks like. You need that for your bathroom.
That's fucking crazy, dude. It's like a mosaic.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, mosaic are little bitty pieces, but I guess you could have a
don't necessarily have to. It doesn't have to.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. There's Lorenzo. There you go.
But they're usually not in uniform squares, though. You're right about that.
Oh, wow. I met Tony Curtis in Seattle, Washington in 1994, Apex says. He was a Navy signalman during World War II. Great guy.
Okay. That's cool. I didn't know he served. That's awesome.
Yeah, World War
II.
He
might have been on a boat with my dad. My dad was in the Navy World War II. You never know.
Well, my grandfather was in the Navy in World War II.
Was he? Your grandfather?
I think it's got to be.
My dad adopted me. He was old by the time he adopted me. So.
Herbie Concessions.
They made a fucking Herbie?
Yeah, they made a Herbie and they made a Galactus. Includes large popcorn, large drink, and candy. This is only like at AMC theaters, I think. And we don't have an AMC theater.
So it's like a whole package.
The closest AMC thing here is like up in Missouri. And I'm not going to Missouri. But I might for a Galactus head.
I mean, his brains are made of popcorn.
If you don't get there,
Lorenzo, hell.
His eyes look lit up. I wonder if his eyes lit up.
I think they might.
I'll probably just buy it secondhand on eBay and skip driving up to Missouri to see the darn movie.
Yeah, I think we have AMCs around here. I'm gonna have to check. But you get a popcorn, a drink, and what did it say? You got like 3 things.
Well, with the Herbie, the other's just a popcorn thing, the Galactus.
Oh, Galactus, you just get the popcorn? Shit.
Yeah, Herbie, you get the large popcorn, large drink, and candy, plus a place to store all 3.
Fuck. Those are going to... Everybody hates Herbie. Nobody's going to buy those. And they're going to be worth a shit ton of money.
Oh, they might. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. If they don't buy them, they may be worth quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Because they'll end up just fucking, recycling whatever they don't sell. Send it off to a plastic shredder and fucking sell the ones that did sell, people will be putting those out on the internet for shit. I might have to buy. I hate Herbie though. I don't fucking want to look at that thing.
I get it.
And it's gonna be like $50. It's gotta be. Plus your ticket price.
That would be crazy.
But you don't see a price advertised, do you?
No, you don't, do you?
Of course not.
And I wonder if it's going to vary. Titanic Creations.
I bet it probably does.
It's July 22nd, and here's a little trailer from Titanic Creations.
Man, I got no money to play with it right now either. The next couple of months are gonna suck.
Just a little teaser trailer there.
New Godzilla?
Um, no, I think that's another creation actually
Yeah, yeah.
that they're coming out with.
Well, at least it's not
They do.
fucking pink.
Yeah. You probably need to see the movie. This is cool.
Pink
A
Gojira, no
person,
good.
a person put on X a page of John Buscema artwork, and on the back, look what he got.
Oh, cool.
Bunch
Some
of
sketching.
unseen sort of practices of expressions
Mm-hmm.
and people and things. That's
Dude, I
double
love stuff
bonus.
like this. I got like, God, I think like 10 or 20 pages from Art T. Bear that are just all their layouts for Chrono Mechanics on the front. And on the back, he's got all kind of different doodles and shit that he did, dude, like character development things. And I mean, it's some pretty cool stuff. I got to figure out a way to get a frame and get 2 panes of glass the same size, so that I use one as the backer and one as the front,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then mount it in the frame that way so that you can flip it over and see both sides.
North Korea was excited to launch their new unsinkable warship, but it crashed and sank when they launched it. That's kind of like a
Oh,
Titanic story, isn't it? It's unsinkable. God can't even sink this. And then it
nobody get
sinks.
mad at me. This is an old joke, but it kind of sounds like a Polish submarine.
Okay, I'll have to. Sure.
You know,
Uh,
you never heard that? They
no.
never should have put in that screen door.
Happy birthday also. Well, now this was yesterday to Susan Quantrill. You remember
Yeah,
her?
I heard that yesterday.
What was some of
I
her
like.
hits?
Oh, shit, dude, I couldn't name any of her songs for you. But remember, she played
She was on Happy
Pinky
Days, right?
Tuscad. Yeah, she was supposed to be like Pinky Tuscadero's cousin or something, and they brought her on to
Uh-huh.
Happy Days.
Uh-huh.
What they called her Leather, I think it was Leather Tuscadero.
Nowadays, if they made a remake, they would call her Pleather, probably.
Yeah,
You know what pleather is?
vinyl. Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
pleather is. It's fake leather.
true.
Rex is
Possibly
blurrier
the
than the
worst
famous
coloring book
videos of
in the world.
Bigfoot.
You could color the
What are you gonna
background.
do with that?
Yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do with
The fuck?
that?
Well, it's done. Okay, sign my name.
Rex is blurry than those famous videos of Bigfoot. Oh man. How much does your
Yeah,
hatred for
I knew
Herbie
you'd remember
run
Apex.
deep? He says
She was cute.
Herbie the Love Bug was cool,
She don't play for our team
not
though. So.
Herbie from the comic books.
The early Herbie the Love Bug was cool. When they did the remakes, those were kind of fucking lame.
Hmm.
But the early Herbie was cool. The Love Bug.
I identified this, but can you identify
Oh,
that?
how
What
dare you.
game is this from?
Clue.
I bet. Clue. You are correct, sir.
It was Miss
Mister.
Violet in the library with the dagger.
No, it was Mister Mustard in the kitchen with the rope.
But
I love the.
It might have been Mr. Green in the library with a candlestick.
It could have been, yeah. I love the little 6-shooter, you know,
Dude, it's
revolver.
a fun game and it comes out. Yeah, I mean, there's like so many different possibilities
Mhm.
for
So many different variations. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like
Yeah.
on Who the Killer, just because of the way the cards get dealt and the way the dice get rolled, it's like it changes every time. That's fucking great game. I used to love playing that.
Graham Nolan says we are live. Escape from Monster Island. The
Oh, he's
final
launching
chapter of Monster Island.
Kickstarter tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
Graham said.
Yep.
Graham said, "Fuck it, he's going Kickstarter. He's gonna try it out." So I think he might have on the second one too on
But now
Joe
he's
Frank.
probably going to run it on Indiegogo too, right?
I think he already did,
Oh, okay.
or
The
he's
final
gonna
chapter. I mean, the final chapter.
number 3, right? Oh, is it or is it number 4?
Yeah, he
Already,
says the final chapter. I think 3.
I think it's number 3. Ah,
Here's the
I don't know. I don't think
campaign right
I don't
here.
think I backed it, dude. I've been so fucking broke. I've been having to be real
Well,
careful
this
about what.
is. Did you back the last Monster Isle?
Yeah, I got the first 2 for sure.
Yeah, I think this is probably the third one. He's got 1,670, or does he? See, over on Kickstarter, you can pledge and then you can take away your backing if you don't.
Yeah, that's the thing with Kickstarter. And then people forget too, and then they just cancel at the last minute. They Kickstarter tries to charge them, and they go, "Oh fuck, no, cancel that shit. I don't have
Right.
the money right
Yeah.
now."
Can you imagine? That's no way to. Anyway, let's play. Let's see
Oh,
if we
dude.
can play the tournament.
I mean, you have to hope and pray that your people really want your stuff and haven't changed their mind.
Now that's the Rancor. Sure looks like. Back in today. Looks cool. We like monsters around here. Gabriel Del Otto. What an artist. I mean, love his stuff. Wait a minute. I have to go back. There we go. There, I'll get it up there. I'll get it up. There we go. Doom. Now that's Dr. Doom. Mr. Doom, could you please take off your face mask and show us that you're really Rodney Downey Jr.? Just asking. You always in my prayers, Lorenzo. Yes. Random fact just popped up. A sloth can hold its breath longer than a dolphin. Sloths can hold for 40 minutes, a dolphin 10 to 15 minutes. Wow. I did not know that. Speaking of blood tests and all that, checkups, 1969. Yeah, I watched all the Herbie Love Bug films. Clean your camera lens, please. I could probably clean it. It's just, my pixelated. We'll take care of that later this year. Just got to wait for the money to roll in. I'm working hard at it, but I am off tonight. I thought I would be working tonight and tomorrow night, and off Friday because it's like 60% chance of rain on Friday. So I thought, well, while I was out last night, I went to Wynn. Didn't really spray for that long, maybe 3.5 hours, something like that, maybe a little over. West Side So I got to finish all of the top and touch the different zones on the bottom. I did a pretty good job of it. You know, I was kind of glad it was short because I was tired from not getting enough rest and putting out that mulch earlier that day and getting up early. And it does catch up with you. But now, see, I did a 2 hour stream earlier today. And why? Because I thought, well, I'm going to stream an early morning stream, you know, because I think that's a good time to stream. And there's virtually Risey was the only one, and he was gaming with Katie. Uh, so give people an option besides Risey's show. Uh, let me see here. I would have had this stuff at my fingertips to share with you, but it's messed up. Uh, Born Yesterday was basically Granny from the Waltons. You know, she had a bit part in It's a Wonderful Life. You know, she goes and asks for money at the bank. But yesterday would have been her birthday. A lot of birthdays, a lot of celebrity birthdays. Of course, hers was yesterday, but I mean, for today's date. And I had all that at my fingertips, and it's not. IDW is coming out with Street Sharks, Mattel Street Sharks. This is a first look at IDW's Street Sharks. So IDW is going to be doing Street Sharks.
Rex, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Am I good or am I all fucked up still?
No, you're good. So I really didn't follow Street Sharks.
My phone wigged out and I lost contact with my touch screen. It was a pain in the ass to try and get back in.
Well, you were having problem with connectivity, or maybe it was Omer was telling me he was having.
No, dude, I was having problems today. I just that's why I said you might be flying solo soon, man. We're like 5 minutes in because it took me 3-4 tries just to get logged in, and then as soon as I said something, you were like, "Oh, bro, your sound is horrible," and I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, right at the get-go, yeah. But usually if you pop out and come back in, it fixes itself. Here's some artwork from Terminator number 8 that is now at your local comic book store. So
that looks cool, man.
Terminator has its own book, apparently.
Is that I'm Dark Horse still, or did Dark Horse get bought out by somebody?
I don't think they didn't say here. I'm not sure who's publishing that because I haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure
Dark Horse used to do like Predator, Alien. I thought they were doing Terminator. I don't know. I could be wrong. I usually am.
Here's artwork for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 9. That looks nice, all colored up. Heroes in a Half Shell, Pizza Power, Pizza Power, because they're always eating pizza.
Well, they're pizza powered, but it's turtle power.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Mr. Turtle did not run away. He just broke Perot. He dug in, and I thought a squirrel had dug that hole, you know, so I didn't pay that much attention. He was under the dirt, and
he made a brief escape, and then
I'm like,
just
dude,
hid.
What have you been doing? And fortunately, I've been watering it, so like you said, he might have got some grubs or something that's in the dirt. I don't know.
Oh, but, yeah,
I'm like, I put some crickets and stuff like that from the freeze-dried cricket, and he ate those up. So I've not seen him. I'm not.
I mean,
Every
come
time
on,
I check
Rusty.
on him, he's underwater. I'm like, damn, you're holding your breath a long time, dude. I mean, he likes it under the water,
Hmm.
you know.
That's
Um,
probably why he burrowed down under the earth, to stay nice and cool and shit. But like I said, dude,
yeah,
with
I,
him being underground like that, he's got grubs, he's got earthworms going by, he's got there's all kind of food going on down there for those kind of critters that we don't even think about.
maybe,
So,
maybe.
oh yeah,
Breaking news: the BBC are worried about how they're going to continue Doctor Who. Well, duh! You put all that woke stuff in, you deserve to die a death of 1,000 cuts. Billy
yeah.
Piper, who played
Now they're
Rose,
just now fucking starting to worry about how they're going to continue.
I
Really,
know
you
Billy
should have been worried
Piper.
about that for like what the last 8 years, 6 years at least.
Yeah, for a while, yeah. Uh, Billy Piper, who played Rose Tyler during the David Tennant
Sorry,
years,
guys, I'm outside smoking and there's noise.
and the Eckerson years, the very first season of new Doctor Who, filmed her scene only a few weeks ago as a favor to RTD, who wanted a regeneration cliffhanger as a last ditch attempt to convince Disney to extend their partnership. Hashtag rest in peace, Doctor Who. That's what I say. You know, not interested in it. Here's an awesome art
Yeah,
piece. I
I
love
I
that.
think they're gonna kill Doc. I mean, I think they did kill Doctor Who, dude. It's their own damn fault. It's
Well, they
nobody else.
killed James Bond and made him
Well,
into
dude,
a black woman.
he ain't quite dead yet. Uh, but
Well,
they're
he might as
fucking.
well be.
I mean, I think after that last movie, I don't know if they'll make another one or not. So maybe they did. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to see them letting go of James Bond, though. I see them trying to reboot it somehow.
Just a
Couldn't
suggestion,
feel.
folks. Um, just a suggestion for summer
I'm
fun
gonna
for your
fucking
dog.
do that to Daisy. Okay. Well, see,
Might lose your
that's the
shoe
only
that
thing
way.
I would. But my dog with a real bone, dude,
Uh,
you go.
Very possessive.
She turns into a whole nother dog, bro. So you don't want to try to take that bone from her.
No,
You're gonna be in for a fight. And the only reason I can do it is because she knows damn well I'll fucking punch her in the fucking forehead and just knock it out of her mouth if I need to.
this has got to be the most disturbing picture I came
I
across
know I've
today.
never punched my dog in the forehead, but if I had to, I would. What in the world?
She trying to lick her belly button through her clothes. Yeah, he probably drunk off his ass. I don't know.
Trying to lick something. That kind of looks like Joe Rogan. Oh, is that Arnie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah, Mr. Terminator, yeah, terminate that relationship real quick.
Uh, yeah, it terminated his marriage pretty quick.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he was married when that was taken or not.
No, not that
Oh,
girl, but
Susan
yeah,
Quantrill, I didn't say she was 75 years. She's 75 years old. Her
really?
birthday. She's
Wow,
75 now. Wow.
yeah. But she plays for the other team, Rex.
She does. Okay.
Yeah, I had a crush on her when I first saw her on Happy Days. I was like, she's hotter than shit. And then I start following her a little bit. It's like, yep, her, Joan Jett, Pat Benatar, they're all on there.
Wide neck, a mug shot, a criminal
Yeah,
known
she
as
was,
Wide
and
Neck.
then he died and fucking yeah. I thought he died. Maybe all right. Maybe I'm sorry, Rosie's talking to me. Maybe I'm thinking
Yeah,
of somebody else. I'm dead. The hell?
Wide Neck.
It's supposed to be Diddy after like fucking 2 years in prison.
No, no, it's an actual criminal, and yeah, they kind of called him Wide Neck, but from his mugshot. went viral in 2018. He's black in police custody for allegedly sending nude pictures to a minor.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, sending nude pictures is always a bad idea, but sending them to a minor is just fucking stupid. You gotta want to go to jail.
And that's why wizards are never late. Yeah, they got his. He got. How do you not remove your wristwatch during shooting?
That's too funny.
One thing that I saw on one of the old episodes from season, I think I'm on the end of season 8. I think it's 8. This actress must have had a metal tooth because when she spoke, she was a saloon girl in the story. She had a molar or something back here that kept shining. Modern dental.
Oh yeah, she probably had a gold tooth.
Yeah, I've seen vaccination marks, not on Gunsmoke.
Oh yeah, the old school ones, but they stopped doing those in I think a few years after me and you, right? That's how we know we're like in that same age group because they only did them for like 5 or 6 years. You got like the 13 holes all at once. Oh, it's okay. It goes really quick, and the kids, that shit fucked you up, man. You couldn't lift your arm up for like a day. Your shoulders all fucked up. You're like, ah.
Yeah. Gandalf
Yeah, I got
traveled
one
in time to get that watch. Yeah. Was it a Timex? Took a licking, kept on ticking.
That's right.
Yeah, that vaccination stuff, right before us, a couple years before we were born, children had nitrous oxide or something that turned their teeth gray. Have you ever seen that? There were some in my brother's class that had gray teeth, and it was due to some gas the doctors were giving the children at that time. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what it was, but they had gray teeth, Justin Belmont says the print file is done for pencils down. Well, the first version of it anyway. Next, we'll be running some internal print tests before sending it off to the printer. It won't be long before we're officially in their
fulfillment. Yeah, buddy.
Well, that's not the word he uses, but
well, whatever. I'm not looking at the chat right now. Then.
Well, no, I'm reading it off of X. What he posted on X.
I thought maybe he popped in. He does do that,
Here's a little collection that I haven't seen. Godzilla Kong 10 movie collection. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay, it's gonna be like 5 Godzilla. It's probably like 5 old school Godzillas. One of them's gonna be Godzilla versus Kong, and then it's probably 5 newer ones that are Kong movies, basically.
Well, I'm not saying. Well, you got the original Kong. You got Peter Jackson's Kong there. You got the old Toho Kong versus the mechanical Kong.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be like the 3 Kong movies, maybe 4, and then obviously Kong versus Godzilla from the old school Toho days, and then you'll probably have another 4 Godzilla movies sprinkled in there.
Well, you got Empire on there because there's a magenta fins right there in the middle and the mechanical arm, for Kong.
Oh, is it? Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta blow it up. And of course you took it.
Okay. All right, bring it back. Just a click. There we go. Right above Godzilla there in the middle.
Oh yeah, no, I see it. Yep.
That's Empire.
No, that's not Godzilla with the magenta fins. Oh yeah, it is. But
yeah, it is. Just head on. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both
never mind. It's just a weird. And then Kong is in front of him. coming
That
at you.
sticker on there looks like something Walmart, but I haven't seen it at Walmart yet. But yeah, I've got most of these
I don't
movies,
know.
but it'd be nice.
I might have to get this one just for the hell of it.
Yeah, but how much they want for it? That's what I'm wondering. You know?
Fuck, I don't know.
You know.
Fuck! I just kicked myself. I'll be back.
No, you're here. I hear you. But whatever. There we go. Star Trek Astro Tank. That would be cool to have. That's kind of odd. Odd toy. In the box. Rex, I can't hear you very well compared to Shadowhawk. I think I got my volume turned all the way up. Gandalf. Any Pez, I think of you, Rex. Well, thank you. Every time I see a blackbird, I think of Shadowhawk. Any shark-related thing, I think of Mama Hawk. Why does she like sharks? Yeah, she likes sharks. Your friend got a puppy. I got her a pup, a gift, not anything that looks like it's from a horror movie like that, though. Yeah. I hear Rex just fine. Okay. Oh, you hear me just fine. Can't hear you very well compared to Shadowhawk. Okay. Apex hears me just fine. Okay. But Lorenzo, a little bit, not so much. Maybe I'll need to emote more. There we go. Problems.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the wrong button on my phone. As soon as I hit, I know you're like, no, you didn't, and it's like it just takes a second because if I hit that button, it's like I'm going away.
Yes, it's like Godzilla back in 1954. You know, their insurance went up after
You're gonna
that
give me a
movie.
minute to
What?
look at this.
Yeah.
Because at the size that picture was on my phone before I blow it up, it just looks like
An ant
flames.
running around on top of your
It doesn't even look like Godzilla's there. It just looks like flames, but blown up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, giving you the breath too, the
See,
atomic breath.
see how smoky it was though. Like they used to use like CO2 or something to make his breath work.
Yeah. You in the original
But that's
movie,
like that practical effects going on, dude. The guy
You-
inside that suit is probably getting cooked.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't want to be in a rubber suit that could adhere to my
dude,
skin.
there's like crazy stories about the guys that used to be in those monster suits and like Ultraman and
You
like
want a root cellar? I got your root cellar.
they used to put those fuckers to hell, man. I mean, they couldn't breathe through their helmets and they couldn't see because of the way their costumes were made. And, you know, they're having to like fight karate battles and shit. And you got like people just getting fucking messed up all the time, dude. Like, he kicked the wrong thing and broke his fucking tibia. Fucking, he was supposed to kick the one that was, you know, fake and was gonna break. And instead, he kicked one right next to it and fucking snapped his fucking leg.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
it was, well, I played that the other day where he toppled him over just by just a little push, you know? And who knows how much those things weighed. I mean, like I always thinking when I'm thinking of like suits, the poor lion guy that may on Wizard of Oz, that suit on him weighed 90 pounds.
Is that any better, Lorenzo?
Yeah, you're sounding great now. Don't pay attention.
No, what Lorenzo says, you sound low.
That was ages ago. We were moved on by then. You've done popped out and popped back in since then.
Oh,
want to
shit.
see cute putty picture? I sent you a picture on Instagram. She's a cutie. Puppy, not putty.
I'm assuming
Damn,
it's puppy, not putty.
it was, yeah. Well, let me show you my bubblegum
That
cigar.
autocorrect sucks ass, doesn't it, Carrie? Fuck
Yeah.
autocorrect.
Wow, Lorenzo
Autocorrect
can
is a
barely
cunt.
hear me. I don't know why that is, but it seems to only affect Lorenzo.
I mean, I hear you fine, bro. I
I'm
don't know.
Did you ever eat any of these bubblegum cigars? I did.
Oh, yeah. I had those
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day.
That was my first cigar. Are you kidding?
I guess
You
technically it was mine too.
Yeah. Yeah. And the cigarettes, of course.
Oh, dude, you remember there's like the two different ones? You got the chalky ones
Yeah.
that were
I
just like
usually
they
got the
didn't
chalky
taste
ones.
hard.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones that were wrapped in the paper and they had a little bit of powdered sugar. And
Mhm.
when you put them in your mouth for that first thing, you could blow out and make a little puff of smoke come out of it, just like you were smoking a real cigarette.
There we go. There's Carrie's picture of the puppy. That's a cutie.
What?
Little butterscotch coloring on it. She
Oh.
got her friend a puppy.
Carrie Fisher? Didn't she die a while back?
Well, I've upped my gain, Lorenzo. I can up it a little bit more and see if that helps. I don't know what the problem is.
Go into your audio settings on StreamYard, Rex.
Oh
You
yeah,
might,
maybe that's it.
yeah, put it on auto adjust, and we should blend in together.
Blend, merge.
We
even
merge and
know.
become one.
Shadowhawk says, "Well, I'm waiting." In the private chat earlier, everybody was waiting. Everybody was waiting. Big puppy, yeah. It seemed like from that. Yeah, and
Oh, I don't know if you guys heard or
maybe
not.
it was
You got
Restream. They had little slide bars for your audio. It was real easy to find. Now on this, I'm not sure on StreamYard how they
if you
auto
go
adjust.
in your you hit your little settings on your own little icon there, and it'll bring up camera and audio. Pick audio.
Well, that muted me. Let me see. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, and then just pick
Edit,
audio.
edit mic settings. There we go.
There you
Echo
go.
cancellation.
Put
Reduce mic
that
background
on.
noise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put
I
that
can slide
on.
it up. Oh, there we go. I'll probably blow you out now.
There you
Put
go.
it all
And
the
then
way
now
up.
and you hit up auto adjust. Or did you just go to auto adjust on the mic?
Automatically adjust mic volume.
There you
There
go.
we go. And then reduce mic background noise. Sure, we'll do that too. How did I?
That's what I always do. If we can sync it up, we'll sound a lot
It still
better.
got me about midway when I put the auto on there. If I don't put the auto, I can put it up higher.
Right.
But I'll put it as automatic. Sure. And we'll see how that
I mean,
works.
it depends.
Is that better
Like
for
if
you,
you're
Lorenzo?
playing something, like if we're playing, like if we were doing a clip and e-fapping a stream or something, you had the volume way up. Like it would leave it way up on that, and then it would adjust itself when you and I talked, so that like if we needed to be louder to be heard, you know, while we're making comments about the movie or whatever, it would auto adjust you up or down.
Did you see the breaking news that Mike Myers was affiliated with the CIA?
I heard some crazy rumors. I don't know if that's actual news or not.
It says breaking news. It was been revealed that Diddy Party trial that Hollywood actor Mike Myers was affiliated with the CIA. Daily Mail states a former personal assistant to Diddy revealed she had once arranged a private and confidential CIA tour for Canadian actor Mike Myers to a visit that included direct contact with Secret Service agents and CIA staff
Wow.
and government officials. Myers reported toured the CIA's headquarters in 2009, dined with agents, and expressed personal thanks for their services. Mother, the report notes, held security clearances with the British Royal Air Force during World War II.
Oh, cheeky little bastard.
Mm-hmm. Here's some more of the Street Shark artwork from IDW. I'm glad somebody's doing Street Sharks.
I saw something that looked like street sharks earlier today, and those just like zipping by. Yeah, I didn't see this one. It was something else, but that's cool. The brain street
The,
sharks back, buddy. Everything old is new again.
the coloring's kind of flat on this, but you know,
Just a little bit. There was another one
it,
that was like very hyper realistic 3D looking that I saw too. But I was like, why does that look like a street shark? I thought somebody was trying to make a new shark character or something, but apparently it's the street sharks are making a comeback.
I don't know if I should
Oh,
share this with
man.
you. That's artwork. Hey, Derek in the house.
Hell, Derek.
That's from Empire because he goes to Rome and sleeps in the Colosseum. Although in this concept artwork, he's bigger than the Colosseum. He'll actually in Empire he actually fits in there, curls up,
Wait, hell, Belmont
and
Press in the
goes to
house.
sleep in the Roman Colosseum in Italy. In this concept art, he's actually bigger than the Colosseum. So that's not the way it is in the movie. But he is big. There you go. Nobody is cool anymore because the 1970s used it all. Okay. There's no hope for us anymore. You must have good ears, Justin, being a dad, having given you a superpower, huh? Yeah. Well, Mike Myers is Austin Powers come to life. Yeah. Yeah, basically. Rex was talking about your campaign not long ago. That's right. Yeah. She's called Pippin. The dog is called Pippin. Can't wait to give my friend the toy and treats for her. I love doggies, cats, all animals. Yeah. I can smell a poopy diaper at 100 yards. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a dad thing. Definitely a dad thing.
Oh, that was the worst part. Poopy diapers. Ugh. I love my kids, man, but every one of them, the day they stopped using diapers and learned how to go potty like big girls or big, big boys, I'm so happy.
It's an amazing thing because it just the odor fills the whole house.
Well, it's not only that, but you don't have to buy these fucking expensive ass diapers, pull-ups, or whatever anymore. Fucking,
Right.
they're
Well, back
using
in our
the
day,
toilet like a
it
human
was
being.
it was cloth diapers that you rewashed. Nobody
Well,
wants to
that's
do
my
that
mom
anymore.
and dad, dude. We had the disposable ones by the time I had my first daughter. That was 84.
This is Godzilla after going to a shrink. That's not who I am anymore. No
What
more
the
death and
fuck?
destruction for you, mister.
Now I'm gonna have to go watch Godzilla -1 immediately after the broadcast. Oh no, I changed him. I hate it, but I changed him, Carrie. Trust me, I've changed thousands. I've changed poopy diapers where the baby pooped. Apparently
Yeah.
so hard and so wet that it's squirted up the back of the diaper and up to the nape of their neck. You can't even just change the diaper. You got to take the diaper off, fucking get them in a bathtub, completely wash them, then put them in a brand new diaper,
because it's all over
and
them.
hope
Yeah.
that they're not doing that again. Trust me, thousands of times I've changed diapers.
RJ Critical Blast showing this. This looks dope. I like this. I love the dragon. Some
Dude,
more lizard
boom.
representation for you, Lorenzo. I also see a Triceratops there. It looks like maybe
This one
King
called
Cryptid
Lost
type character
Magic.
there back there.
Who's doing this one?
Well, let's see. It says
Armin Nason's Lost Magic Volume 1. Schism.
Yeah, schism. Yeah.
Schism.
RJ says, what if I told you all the stories you've ever heard of monsters are real? They just belong to another world, explicitly connected to Earth. Every now and then, a portal opens, allowing their inhabitants to cross over. This story resides in this lost world at a time when magic is dying. No one knows why.
Oh wait, that's I bought it, dude. I've got the Blu-ray and the DVD. I bought the 2-pack, so I can either play it on the Blu-ray player or. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Yeah, -1 is good if you can find it somewhere streaming. I don't know if it's free anywhere yet.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go see it in theaters and I never did. And so as soon as I came across it for a decent price, I just bought it. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, he did the voice of Spawn. I forgot that on HBO, the
Oh,
old
that's
series.
right. He did do.
Yeah.
He did everybody, dude. He did so many cartoon characters.
And I mean, 25 video games. You know.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that
Amazing.
many of the video games that he was
Yeah.
involved with.
It's great to
But a
have a
lot of
voice
them
like
do
that.
have a lot more like conversation now and stuff if you choose to like play all the side missions and things. There's like a lot of dialogue and learn things, blah blah blah. All right, bro. I'm pretty tired. I'm calling it a night.
You tapping out? Okay.
Yeah, man. My back went from just being a nice bright red scratch to crazy colors of green and shit. It's probably gonna be
You say
worse.
scratch. You didn't actually scratch your back, did you?
No,
Oh.
well, I think I told you what happened was, God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you didn't actually scratch yourself, right? I mean, there's not like
No, I got scraped because
you
of
got scraped. Okay.
the
Well, then that
impact.
is a scratch. Yeah, that is a scratch. Yeah. Yeah,
I
you got to
hit the
look out.
corner
Just make sure
the table, falling backwards across the back of my ribs, and it scraped down the side as I reached my arm out to try to stop myself. Before I could stop myself, it hit me right between two ribs and then just ran right down my side as I was falling backwards. I caught myself and got away from the table, and I was like, I know that's gonna fucking hurt. The next day, it really didn't hurt too bad at all. I was moving pretty good. And yesterday, I got home after work. I was like, fuck, I'm sore as shit. And I had Rose, my mom, look at it. And she's like, well, you got a scrape there and a big red mark. But, I don't bruises or anything yet. I was like, oh, okay. Today I came home and checked. My honey has that thing. Look at. She's like, oh, it's like turning green and purple. And so I was like, yep, I have a feeling.
You mentioned Godzilla -1, you and Apex. This is artwork for the movie.
Oh, cool.
There's another
Son
piece.
of a.
That's cool. You
Oh,
can
that's a
almost
nice piece
look at
right
that.
there, dude. Look at that. Dude, everybody on that boat just crapped their pants.
I know, and said, "Let's get out of here." You know, you can't. I mean,
All at
that
once,
was
they all just went.
the thing about Godzilla in -1. He was fast. He was really fast in the water. You know,
Oh, yeah. Well,
and
Godzilla is always, he's,
the
um,
funniest moment though,
tanky
the
carry.
funniest moment is when that one ship disappears and the little one's like, yeah, let's go. You know, because the other one
I
just,
think that just
what it
proves
did
it
is,
real good. That didn't
the
crack
beam come
anything.
up through it and it exploded. That's what it was, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that. That was a really good movie. If you've not seen Godzilla -1, you need to go watch it. It is really good. You
I,
know?
the
I
only
just so
complaint that I have about it is just like the same complaint that I've had about every Godzilla movie is you just don't get enough Godzilla.
Oh my
You
God,
know?
you could mainline it and it wouldn't be enough for you. Come on, man.
I
I
know.
get it. But I mean it would I'll say this, it's the best Godzilla movie I've seen, period. How about that?
Yeah.
And that's
To
saying a
me,
lot
it's
because
it's a
there's a lot of
standout, bro. That thing is
there's a lot of
uh,
I got a knock joke for you.
okay. What, I gotta read it.
Yep.
You man. Knock, knock. Who's there? Rah, rah. Who?
Oh, that was a good
Werewolves
Frank.
of London.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, there was one.
Shit.
I don't know
Kick
that.
this. All right. Good night, everybody.
Take care, Shadow. Don't crap your pants. And keep that wound clean. That looks great. Anyone would crap their pants, sing Godzilla? Yeah, I think so. Especially as you think they made him bigger over time than just like 50 foot tall? Because I thought he was supposed to be like 50, 60 foot tall. Uh, he looked massive in, when he comes to town in Tokyo and the other places in the movie. I like the little hints, the little homages. Uh, within -1. It was a good movie. Oh yeah, I needed this toy. I never got to see this toy growing up. Come on, radio controlled Cylon Raider. Come on, that's so cool. By your command. That's why I wanted a big screen TV and I guess it was like mid 80, about maybe around 93, 94, 95. I think, well, 95. I think I probably got it the same year as I got my old 95 compact computer in there. Um, I got this, what is it? Hitachi 50-inch screen TV. And it is a big piece of furniture, They don't make them like that anymore. Uh, and man, you talk about speaker, this whole bottom thing is speaker, it'll blow you out, man. It's, you know, uh, Godzilla is approximately 400 foot tall. Maybe. I'm not, don't know what his measurements are. And if he's that big, well, Kong's got to be big, right? Anyway, this is the end. This is the finished, not the end, but the finished John Longbox Patriot #2. They're going up against his character Raven. Cool cover. Don't know where they're going to put the logo in, but cool cover nonetheless. Hopefully it doesn't cover up too much of that nice artwork. Like I said, I had this stuff in order, and it'll be up there tomorrow. Man, there was a lot of birthdays today, though. A lot of birthdays. Of course, if you take into account the people that have died, that's an easy one. Yeah, and I ain't got time to look through all this stuff to show you the interesting stuff that was there. All this was pretty cool. Barbie throwing up the frog. Yeah, probably pretty accurate. I mean, Barbie is a party girl, by the way. You know, one of these days you have to start the show by coming out of the shower. Someone mentioned that on a show I was on. Yeah, that might be good. I think. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the door's right there in front, so yeah. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? See, there's my big screen TV. Big ass speaker there. But yeah, I just set the camera there and come out of the shower. Maybe with the towel around me, you know. Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? This looks like a stack of pizzas over here. You know, he almost looks like Cheese Man. You know, I will be on the Hump Day show, and so I guess I'll probably cut this one short and say hasta la vista, baby. I'll be on the Hump Day show over on Homer Glitches. Go check it out. We'll be drawing. I'll be continuing with some of these rounds. I don't know which one. I've got 2 or 3. I've got a Sea Demon in there. I've started but never worked. Been watching, but was setting up the Hump Day show for tonight. Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, we kind of ran over and didn't get here on time because I and Omer were having a and we did look in for a couple hours, Lorenzo, about sending out an update. I know that I need to send out, updates, especially as we're getting close to publication time, but we still got some stuff to do before then. So, but we update. Uh, I've got a logo, and I think Omer's working on some other logos for me too, for Midnight and the Roustabouts. That was the last thing that was accomplished for the campaign. And that's one thing we need to do, Omer, is stick the Midnight and Roustabouts logo up there somewhere on the campaign. Anyway, we're going to get out of here early since my co-host is hurting and everything, and my things that I had saved are not posting yet. I don't know why that happens, but anyway, I had a lot of interesting things, a lot of birthdays today. We'll cover it tomorrow on the 4 o'clock shadow. You can't win them all.